Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going.
And we are underway from Santa Clara.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game.
They are led out by their veteran quarterback hailing from Michigan State, and we like that. It's Kirk Cousins.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw. He wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Cousins. He finds his man complete. It's Maxwell. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Throwing is Cousins. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Harris now to return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
To throw, it's Lance. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Sims. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
The Niners at 13-2 on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw caught by Olave. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Now Lance.
His pass caught at the 4. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the 49ers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. Cousins now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first two drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the
in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. A defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. The 49ers settling in for their next drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one. And I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
And you can tell early, they're going to look his way quite a bit. And he made himself available on that one.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run with Sims. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Following the interception, Cousins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. To throw is Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Freeman. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Now Cousins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Maxwell.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. The pass caught by Olave. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Sims. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Lance looking to throw it. It's complete to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now they run with Sims. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd and 2, Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they'll play keep away from the returner, as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run, as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after 1. 2nd and 16. They'll keep it on the ground. Davidson. Nice move on the play, but he will be brought down shy of the 15. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Davidson. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Cousins. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And the Giants send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. Harris returning. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Sims. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Sims. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Lance now on 1st down. Olave over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. And Lance going to throw. This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
On the ground with a tight end. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll keep it on the ground. Davidson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Cousins. And this one is incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
On the return, Harris. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And out will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
After the sack on 1st down, Lance. It's Williams on the catch. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
From the gun, it's Lance.
He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest. That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Davidson, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw, Cousins. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his target, Harris. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Here's Lance to throw it.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half.
And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the 2nd half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Bass on for the extra point.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tiny 2-play drive that time.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Cousins. He finds his man, complete. It's Maxwell. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. He finds his man, complete. It's Maxwell. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Call it a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital, where you see the final score there. Javonte Williams, well over 100 yards on the ground with a pair of touchdown runs. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they were
all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lance.
It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
On the option right is Lance. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Sims. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They'll run it again with Sims. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Throwing now is Lance. Bellinger hauls it in out left side.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. It's Sims, and he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
And Lance now to throw.
Finding Harris over the middle. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. He's got Bellinger.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a letdown defensively because they had them stacked up 3rd and long, and you know their thought process had to be just make the tackle in front of the sticks and force the 3. Instead, they allowed him room to run, and now they're facing 1st and goal, looking to regroup.
On 1st down, Mackey. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here's Lance.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. From 3 yards out.
And the Niners take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Bass. Up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Oh, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed up 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is Harris. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And an
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. All that for a 2-yard gain. 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Sims. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
73 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Slant pass complete to Olave. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our 2nd half blowout material. And he'll work down inside the 45.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Lance throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. Up the middle they go. It's Sims. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. On 2nd and 9, Lance. It's brought in by Harris. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. Operating from the gun, Lance. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They'll run on 1st down. Mackey, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
And now they'll throw with Lance.
Open man here, Sims complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Draw play to Sims. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Operating from the gun, Lance. This is caught by Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 33.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to throw. Lance.
This one taken in by Olave. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
The Niners on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw again. The throw taken in by Sims. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
This to make it a 3-score game late.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They go play action. Cousins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll try and run for it.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing is Cousins. Gets it off to Freeman. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of... And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
To Marvin Leal.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. On 3rd down, Cousins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely. No matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. From the 35 on 2nd down, Cousins.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
On first down, Sanchez. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. On 2nd down at 4. Cousins. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
On 2nd and goal, Cousins forced out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Lashley, complete over the middle. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead is now 24. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Giants offense at the...
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Finding room. And Freeman lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's going, isn't it?
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at the... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanchez. And quickly they get to the line. They'll throw again. Cousins. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Cousins now.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. So the victory here for San Francisco, and a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for San Francisco,
they continue to show they'll be a tough out in the playoffs as they move to 14-2 on the year.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.